Welcome to the Thin Blue Line Outdoors Podcast.
This pig came bottling.
Just ended up puking last night. It sucked.
Whoa! Ah! We gut it, we wrap it in tinfoil, throw it over the fire.
Hello everyone, it's the Thin Blue Line Outdoors Podcast, episode I Don't Know. This is going to be the second podcast of my Canadian bear hunt here in Ontario. Again, we've had a blast. We're over a week into the hunt right now. Unfortunately, we're still only down to 2 bears, which is still awesome that we did kill 2 bears, but we are down to 2. We got 2 more hunters. It's been pretty hot and slow here for the last couple days. Definitely hotter than most springs here in Canada that I've been a part of anyway. But again, we've had fun. But I got Ray Vogel on. He's been on the podcast before. You guys would have saw him if you're not new to the channel. If you've been watching the channel for a while, you would have saw Ray on our snow goose hunting adventure a couple years ago. He helped me get my first ever blue goose. So, but Ray, this is Ray's first big game hunt out of Illinois, correct?
Yes, first big game out of Illinois.
Yep.
First one on film, too.
Yeah, first one on film, too. So you guys kind of heard my bear story on the last podcast of Chubby Cheeks. Now you get to hear Ray's redemption bear. Just kind of what I was nicknaming it anyway. And Ray will explain that story now. Go ahead, Ray.
Yeah, so as you heard, it was my redemption bear. We got here first night. And Saturday, and it was you kind of said that was a bonus night for us because normally we don't get to hunt that first night. But yeah, first night, it was slow until we were kind of that early evening getting out of the stand, and I come out to the road, and me and this bear come face to face for the first time, first encounter with a bear, and I had a chance to take a shot, and obviously I didn't get it on the first night, so missed my shot and had a little bit of a sour taste in my mouth for those first couple nights.
You were a little bit Debbie Downer.
I was.
I
was a Debbie Downer. I definitely was a little bit just. I was not happy. I mean, no one would be happy missing a shot, especially like that.
Yeah, and I will say this too. I think Ray had 2 bears hitting that camera, because he told me he thought it was a good bear, and the bear that was hitting his bait was a decent bear, 100%, but not huge. I was thinking 100, 150 pounds, black bear.
Yeah.
Definitely mature adult black bear, and it would have been a great first bear, but I didn't think it was as big as bear as Ray was kind of letting on. So anyway, after that, the next day, Ray and I went and looked for blood. So the way this system works, we're hunting road systems, just so thick up here. And the way it kind of worked is Ray's stand was the last stand before you got to mine. So Ray and I would always ride in together. I would drop Ray off, and then I would go hunt my stand. Anyway, we both hunted our stands for a couple days, pretty slow. None of us saw bears. Nobody saw bears.
I would say it was a slow couple days there. We were all kind of getting to the point of
shit.
Yeah, we're seeing bears on camera, but it's all they're starting to go at night, and it's like, man, we're all starting to get a little worried that it's not gonna our one chance just got kind of soiled. And then even when we went to check your stand that one, the day before,
you hadn't been there.
Yeah, the morning that we got Chubby Cheeks there, that was the day that you were gonna pull your stand.
Yeah. Like I talked about on the other podcast. I went. We had a stand site we were calling A4. It's just how we were doing our cards. And anyway, we were hunting that. I had put a stalk on that bear because it was on the bait site when Dad and I went to go run baits, and it had no success there. He was there. If I had a gun, I could have shot him. But it was hunting with my bow. And which, Ray, what were you using to hunt with?
I was using my Remington slug gun. I figured for the first one, I was like, I didn't want to take the challenge of the bow just yet. Yeah. Now next, the next one, I might take the bow, bring the bow up, and just for a different challenge. But this one, I just wanted to be able to, at least try to make a clean attempt at it this time.
Yep. Nope. Understandable. So anyway, then we hunted for a couple days, real slow and hot. But then Ray, what happened on that third day there?
That third day, super early in the hunt. It was fairly warm when we got out there to that stand, so it was you're not quite thinking that you're going to see anything. I was not in the mindset that we were even going to see anything that night.
Yep.
But right at 5:40, I've only been in the stand for a little over an hour and a half, and this bear comes strolling in right behind me. Had no clue it was there. And then I got to the point that if you see it on film, it's right where I hit the button was right the chance that me and the bear caught each other. So it was one but I got a good broadside shot on it, made a good shot, and had a great, childish moment there on camera. But no, I finally got the chance and took down a really nice bear.
Yeah, you smoked it, man. And that was Ray's first big game kill on camera. So
I got it on.
Might be first kill ever because we never got any of the.
No, we didn't get anything on there. So first kill on camera, which made it super awesome, especially being up here and be able to get you content and everything was just super awesome. And to get it on film was now that I can have that memory forever and be able to give you more views on.
yeah. No, and it was a really good bear. So Ray and I weighed our bear the same time. It was a 10-pound difference is all it was. Mine was 220, he was 210. Right, 10 pounds. And honestly, I didn't know which bear was gonna be bigger there for first because mine was thicker, wider, but Ray's was a longer bear. And they both had big, nice heads on them.
Yeah, they were beautiful bear. What we say that we call them the twins. They were hanging up.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because they were almost identical when they were hanging here.
Yeah. And what even better, Ray, not only did Ray make a great shot on this bear and get great all on video and stuff like that, but it died like 15 yards off the road.
That made it so nice. Yeah. That made it so much easier.
So usually we don't have that kind of luck. Usually they die in thick, nasty stuff. So.
Yours had to die at the bottom, mid-size of that hill, and it just made it rough for us to carry it out. But mine was a nice, easy pick it up and get it out of there. And
Yep. Then we slow played it then when we came back to camp to tell everybody.
Yep, and we did. And we made sure that everybody looked at us like we were Debbie Downers until we could. We already hugged it out and had it. Excited moments there.
Yep.
But. That was super nice to celebrate with everybody once we did get back to camp, though.
Yeah, but it was good because I'm the only one that could hear Ray shoot from my area, and it's still pretty quiet when I heard him shoot. But I'm like, man, that was early, But that 12 gauge put a good hole in him. Both were bores. I should have clarified that. Both were bores. Super happy with that. And then Ray's got what are you gonna do with it? What's your plan?
I think I'm gonna get the hide tanned on it, just kind of for the first one and see if it.
You do the skull too, like a bleach skull?
Yep. I think I'm gonna bleach it just to have it, and then I might get it painted later. Just kind of one of those cool painted moments, but for the most part, I'm gonna get it bleached and everything to keep it and
that's good.
Have some more trophies for the trophy room there.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. He said he's a beautiful hide on it. You can't beat a better first bear. Like I was telling Ray, so I've killed 3 bears now, and that's bigger than my first 2. So, that's awesome first bear.
Well, the thing was, I was down there, I'm like, man, this seems like a bigger bear. Like, this seems like a super nice bear. And then I didn't realize the size of it until I got down and actually could lay my hands on him. And then to see your face when you saw it, it was like, oh my God, this actually, it was like a really nice bear. And I'm like.
Yeah, and we had a bear on trail cam that morning.
That's not the same bear.
Not the same bear.
No.
Because again, that bear that was on trail cam that morning is probably around 150. Still a good bear. I know Ray would have been happy with it.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, the bear's got
this was a lot bigger, and this was more. We can't obviously tell if it was the same bear that I shot at for night one because this was, kind of same stature, but obviously you don't know until.
We think it was.
Yeah, we think, but we've had a lot of bears running around on these cams that it's like, man, we're getting new bears. On their left and right,
and we don't believe the bear that we think the bear Ray shot is that bear that he missed that first night because we have not had a bear the same stature, same size in that area since.
Yeah,
so we're pretty sure that was the same bear, which is even cooler to the story.
Oh, exactly. Nice second chance, but at the same time, like I said, if it's not, still got to harvest a really nice bear.
Yeah, yep, 100%. So yeah, super excited. We're hoping Colt and Kyle have some luck now. They're out there hunting actually right now this morning. Hopefully they get on a bear. But then one thing, have Ray talk a little bit about. Colton and Ray went fishing one day with Dad.
Oh yeah, we had
lakes.
that was an absolute blast. I mean, it was almost like those little kid moments where you're catching bluegill, but it was northern, and every single one of them was just an absolute blast to reel in and catch. Those fast hand skills with these mosquitoes up here.
Oh yeah, the mosquitoes are terrible up here, man. And with this heat, like the mosquitoes have always been bad when we come up here, but not this bad. Today, I think with this heat, they've gotten worse.
Last night we had that rain, man, and they were just horrible.
Oh yeah, we're in the middle of rain putting ice on these bears and other coolers. And I mean, Ray, Dad, and I, we're getting lit up. I mean,
Just absolutely covered in mosquitoes, and our bodies now look like we have chicken pox from the amount of mosquito bites that we got.
Yeah.
But
yep. How many you guys caught a limit full?
Oh, we caught a limit.
More than that, right?
I mean, honestly, we had that limit within, God, a timely fashion. But then, like I said, we caught well over, 35, 40 fish, and we were only out there for a short, maybe 2 hours, if that. And it was amazing just being out there and then having your dad shoot the shit with us and have some good time, and me, Colton, being able to be out there and fish and have a good time, and it was an absolute blast. We caught that one that was probably about 7-8 pounds,
it, right?
and got to thank those guys back home that told me to get the spoon. So
is that what you caught it on?
Yeah, that spoon that I was having the first couple days, I was like, man, this bait don't work. No, I have to went over to that other lake, and then it's like, oh no, they actually work.
Good deal. Good deal. Yeah, they were good pike. I think we're actually gonna fry it up tonight. I think, or this for lunch. Fry up some pike and some other leftovers we got.
We've been eating well, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Say especially last night.
Gain weight on this hunt. Like this, for people who are interested in hunting black bears. Well, I guess Ray, give your perspective, because again, first time out of a country for a hunt.
Yes. So honestly, this hunt way exceeded my expectations of what I was coming into with. Obviously, I've never been out of the country. I've never been, out of Illinois hunting and everything like that, and being up here and you guys helping me out on the way. I know I was annoying a few times there trying to just get all the info. Yeah. But it was definitely, if I could tell anybody to do it, it's an absolute blast. I mean, it's being around good friends, it's being around, the outdoors, and, it's something that, you can fish in the morning, or you can fish in the morning or hunt in the morning and just be around. I mean, even us doing the chores of just going to change bait sites or checking bait sites, checking cameras, things like that is just an absolute blast. Because you're always going to have things that's like, man, that's kind of cool. Like us, we encountered those moose yesterday. And
was that your first moose that
was my first moose I've seen, too.
2 big cows. Big cows.
They were... You don't realize the absolute size of these animals until you've seen them in person. They are ungodly big. And then that, and then what do we see? What do we decide that Colton saw?
So we're you gotta help us out, people who are listening. We know the 2 names, but we don't know which is which, and we don't have internet reception to look them up. A pine marten and a fisher. So I saw one. Colton keeps seeing the same one, or different stand size. We keep seeing the same animal. Colton is a long, slender thing, not super big, but it's long and, like I said, skinny.
Looks almost like a weasel.
Yeah, it's got white, tough ears. What I saw, honestly, when I saw it through the brush, I first thought it was a wolverine. I'm like, I don't think that's a wolverine. It's not big enough. But and then when it popped out, it was big, kind of broad-chested, and it was dark brown all the way through. So, and it was quite a bit bigger than what Colton's seeing. So, I don't know what it was. It was cool, though. I only saw it for about 30 seconds, but it was cool. So, help us out. We'll probably look it up when we get back to the States.
Absolutely. Because we're in a debate here of what we saw and what we didn't. Yeah. It's been an ongoing, we can't tell.
Yeah, so...
You know what I am disappointed, though? What? You and Kyle did not get to meet Chuckles the squirrel.
Yep, that's true. Ray has a friend, the squirrel, there, and I met him one day when we were in
that's
baits.
right. You saw him when we went and baited.
But other than that, he was not there. Kyle's been hunting Ray's stand pretty hard since, because
there's another nice bear on the cameras.
Probably that same one that we saw, that 150, we think, and then a sow and yearlings came through one day too. So he would shoot the sow or the or that bigger boar, whatever one came through, and gave him a shot. But I think Kyle, he doesn't know this yet, but I think he's going to be pulling his stand. I pulled a stand from him off a different site, so just sitting here in the side-by-side. When Kyle gets back, we're probably going to rehang it. So we keep seeing bear sign around camp. bear poop, bear footprints and stuff, and but they haven't been in camp yet, you know. But anytime now, if we stayed here long enough, we'd have one in camp, I'm sure.
Absolutely. Especially with how close they're getting. I mean, what's that bait site just right up?
200 yards, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Mm-hmm. And anyway, I pulled the cameras. There's 2 daylight bears right at one at like 7 o'clock, 7:30, and the other one coming in at 8:30. And one's the cinnamon that Colton was after earlier this year, and we didn't know where he went. Well, we found him. And then the other one's a bigger black bear, the same bigger black bear that had been with that cinnamon. It comes in about an hour after that cinnamon every night.
Your dad thinks those two are running around together, that they're just kind of prowling the grounds. And
Yep. So I think Kyle's going to hunt it because we're trying to get, you know, we obviously want Colton and Kyle to get a bear. But one thing that I know I feel bad about is, you know, I got essentially only one opportunity, but if you count that stalk that I kind of put in, yeah, I guess you can say I had 2 opportunities that way. You know, Ray had 2 opportunities. Colton had 1 opportunity. Kyle hasn't even seen a bear. Kyle saw 1 cub on the way into town.
Kyle's
back from town. Or
Kyle's getting he's getting a little defeated on that. He's getting there, but we're trying our best to make sure we keep up on all that to make sure we can get him an opportunity.
So
because we all feel bad that he hasn't even seen one yet.
Yeah, you know, if he sees a bear and he decides to pass on it or makes it, you know, misses or something, that's on him. But we want him to at least get an opportunity, you know, to harvest a bear if he wants to. So I think he'll shoot either one of these bears that come in. You know, one's bigger, one's a color face. So, you know, they're both good bears. We'll just see what happens. Hopefully he gets a shot at one. And then Colton's hunting a chocolate, real pretty chocolate sow with 2 yearlings as well, so it's legal. And one of the yearlings is pretty cool. It's chocolate, just like its mom. So that'd be cool if Colton killed it, and that's probably around 150 pounds if I had to guess. Maybe a little smaller, but it's real pretty, beautiful bear. And Colton's killed 2 bears already. He killed a real small one in 2019, like I did, and then he killed a really big bear in Quebec when he was like in 8th grade. We went to an outfitter in Quebec, Canada. I don't even remember the name. But he killed one that was over 300 pounds when it was field dress. It was a big bear. Real big bear. So, yeah, hopefully Colton has some success. Hopefully both have success. If not, coming back in the fall probably. I don't know if I'm going yet. Talk to my wife, and my wife listens to this. I know she doesn't, so I can say whatever I want. But hopefully convince her to let me come up and film at least. But yeah, no. Other than that, you got anything else to add, Ray? Really?
No, I just gotta thank you guys. Like, I gotta thank your dad for for all the work he's put in, helping us get on these sites the way that we have, and give us our good luck. And then, just honestly, you guys just putting up with some of the new guy things here at camp sometimes.
No, man, it's been fun. So Ray and I met in college. It was actually kind of funny. So I was his RA in college. I would have been so I only went to college for 3 years. I got a long story, but fortunately I was able to graduate in 3 years, cut off a year. So it had been my middle year was when I met Ray. And then like halfway through that year, Colton transferred and came to our college, and Colton and Ray became friends right off the bat. And we've been friends ever since, ended up being fraternity brothers. We've hunted together, and we've done some duck shooting. I don't know if we've killed anything, but we've shot at them, and we've done some ice fishing. And
we've had some fun. We've definitely had some memories and some bloopers that definitely should. If we could have those on camera, it definitely would make some good filming moments. But no, we've had an absolute blast after meeting in college, and me and you were in the same major and minors together, so it was kind of nice because you and me could you helped me out all the way through school or when you were there, and then obviously Colton and me were in the same major, so it was nice because we were always together. We clicked instantly, which is nice. But no, like I said, I can't thank you guys enough for being able to give me the chance to come up here, and then, like I said, making it.
We're happy you came, man. Like you said, Cole and I kind of joked before, like, we invited Ray because we wanted Ray to come. We knew Ray would be fun in camp, but we kind of didn't think he would come because he's a big waterfowl guy. But right away, Ray's like, I'm in. We're like, oh, sweet, cool, and it's worked out great. Ray got to experience skinning his first bear. So
God, that was miserable, dude. 'Cause it was hot. Then it started to rain. Then it was hot again. And
the damn flies,
the damn mosquitoes, the ticks. It just
But
that was just miserable. But we got it done.
Got it done. So, but we're gonna go ahead and end this podcast, guys. Again, we had a blast. My guess is at least somebody will be up here in the fall to get more content and stuff. Just don't know who. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this podcast. Hopefully we hop back on and have some good news here later on. But appreciate all the support, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. Appreciate it. Be safe.